Hey everybody, this is Cassandra from Riveting Crafts. Hi. I said I was going to make this video a long time ago, so I'm finally getting to it. I made a video on how to hoop, stabilizer, and float your towel. And at the end of that video, I said I was going to make a video and show you how I clean this off, the water soluble and all of that. So I'm going to do that here. So this is a magnetic hoop. I just finished it earlier. So what I do first is I pull off as much of the water-soluble stabilizer, say that 10 times fast, as I can. Okay, so there's that. And then I kind of pull this off as much as I can. Okay. And the biggest tools here for cleaning this off are my iron, which is on. Okay. And paper towels. So first, I'm just going to go here. I'm going to pull off as much as I can. I never worry about pulling off everything. It will come off in the wash when folks wash their towels. I do tell them to wash before use. I have a whole little card that I made, like a business card size that I got made, and it tells them care instructions on towels that I created. So, I mean, honestly, that's about all I do. There's still some on here, but I have never once in many years been asked anything about it. So, this is a pretty cute towel. I can't even remember where I got this design. I need to put down my ironing mat before I ruin another mat here. I know the light is not the best here. So, paper towels. I use only the Costco paper towels because they fit over my 5x7 designs. Sam's Club towels are a little smaller and they do not fit. So for this part, I use only Costco towels. And this is, I use bottled water. I have a water, we have well water here, so I have a delivery service, so that's what I use. And basically, I'm going to spray, be generous, cover it up. This should be on cotton, a little bit too high. Iron. Now, this is what happens when you let your iron touch your water-soluble stabilizer. I did not do that. I had other people doing some ironing for me, so I'm going to need to clean that, but be very careful. So make sure it's covered, and you pull off. Now you see how it sticks? You basically keep spraying, and then I turn around and use it the other side, making sure this doesn't touch the towel because then it will get sticky. Still sticking. Now, if this is too dry, your paper towel will actually start to come apart and stick to it. That's why I'd be pretty generous with this. Came up without sticking, so then it's done. Easy. I have a tall, very tall clothing rack, drying rack, that has sides that come down, and it is perfect for towels. It has several rolls. It can hold probably 50 towels at a time. I will link that below so you can see how I hang my towels to dry. I hang this over the pole to dry, and I move on to the next. Once I pull them down, once they're dry, clean off the stitches. I love, let me find them. I have several pairs of these Fiskars. You can see these even have paint on them. These are easy action, made for arthritic hands, but they're just great. The points are so fine that it is easy to get under some thread there and just snip it. So I usually do that after it's dry or before it's dry when I'm cleaning it off. Depends on how many I have. So sometimes I will just stitch a bunch of towels and pile them up, and as I'm sitting there I'll clean them off and then go through the whole pile, and including cutting it, and then I iron it. Let it dry, then I put it in my inventory. I have stickers that I put on them, barcode stickers, so when I'm at a craft show it's easy to if I have helpers. And then I put it in a storage box or bag to be added to my inventory in my trailer. So this is how I do my towels, cleaning off the water soluble stabilizer using water and paper towels. I have to say, it took me a long time and a lot of research and a lot of figuring out the best way to get that off of here, and this is by far the easiest way. Hang it up, go to the next. It comes off easy. Also, if you want to wait until after you iron it, it will make the paper on the back softer so that you can, if you want, if you are like to be a little more precise, which I am on a lot of things, but just, I don't leave anything hanging like that. I always take those. The dogs are coming in. I always take anything that is hanging off, so that I will do. And turn my iron off, because that's all I was doing for today. This is actually for a friend of mine at work. So, she definitely stresses herself out. But, so I will hang it up for it to dry tonight. I will trim all the little jump stitches and give it to her tomorrow. Now you do have to be careful if you make it too wet. When it dries, it'll kind of be stiff here. So, you know, just, you'll find the balance of water, not enough water versus too much water. You know, again, I've never had anyone make any complaints. The only thing I've had is if I missed some stabilizer, and once it dries after being wet, it'll get stiff, and you'll be able to feel that. But as long as you've ironed it, plus, even if it's wet, you would be able to feel that if there was any more stabilizer on it, because it would be sticky. So sometimes, if I'm not quite sure, you know, put your finger on it. If it's sticky, then it's still there, and keep ironing. So I think that's all I wanted to say. So there's the video. I finished it. Awesome. My nails. Happy Easter. It's almost Easter time. So follow me on Riveting Crafts on Facebook. Check out my website. And if there's anything else you would like me to show you, send me a note. Thanks. Bye.